What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It is Monday, and it is me, your host. For those of you who do not know me, Michelle Robinson, the wealth strategist. I am so excited to be here with you all on another episode of Money Monday, where we talk about all things personal finances, wealth building, legacy creation, everything related to money we talk about and we discuss here on this podcast. So today I want to talk about a topic that is brewing as it relates to what's brewing in my mind, and that is Black Friday. We have just come through Thanksgiving, and we all know that the day after Thanksgiving is known as Black Friday, which traditionally marks the beginning of the holiday shopping season. Oh my gosh, how many of you all went out into that Black Friday madness? Well, let me tell you, as much as I will be the first person to say that I think Black Friday shopping is foolish, it makes absolutely no sense to be out there in those crowds trying to find a parking space, standing in long lines. Guess what? Your girl went Black Friday shopping. I allowed my 16-year-old to con me into going out into all of that craziness. We drove around the parking lot looking for parking for, I'm not going to exaggerate. It wasn't too bad. We were blessed where, because, my daughter, as she would say, I'm going to put Jesus in everything. I'm going to put the Holy Ghost in everything. Absolutely, because that's who I am. And so we were driving and, the Lord said, turn right. I turned right, went down the aisle. And as soon as I turned right, a car was backing out and I got my parking space. So praise be unto God for that. But nevertheless, we went into that Black Friday madness. And when I tell you it was madness, we went inside of Forever 21. The line was from the front of the store all the way to the back of the store because they were advertising a 50% off sale. All of these different stores that we went in, there were lines from the front to the back. And so my daughter, whether she wants to admit it or not, she's very much like me. And so she went about to stand in them lines. And so I told her, I got you all figured out. All I got to do is appease you and bring you. You had the experience. Now you ready to go home. So we got us some donuts and we marched to our car. And then we came on home. We went to Target for something non-Black Friday related. And then we brought our hips on home. But Black Friday is the opening of the Christmas season, to be completely honest. It's the opening of Christmas shopping and all of these different things. And when you begin to look at what Black Friday is from a historical standpoint, the reason why that Black Friday was even created or coined Black Friday is because it was a strategy for retailers who had been in the red, which is an accounting term meaning that they were in the negative. And there was a recognition that the Christmas season was an opportunity for them to get into the black. Because, of course, people get into the Christmas season, and for some people, it's all about gifts. It's all about spending money. And so they saw it as an opportunity for them to get out of the red and get into the black. So that is where the term Black Friday came from. But my question is, who is really benefiting from Black Friday? Because it is marketed as there's all of these big, huge sales on Black Friday. You can get TVs, any other type of electronics for like 70% off. All these types of different marketing strategies are out there about the Black Friday sales, but we're starting to find out that things are really not even going on sale on Black Friday, that is really a ploy to get you out of the house, get you into the stores, because it's really about psychology, which is something that we're going to talk about. But that is the historical aspect of Black Friday. It is about the retailers going from red to black. But my question is, are they going in the black and then you going in the red? Because what typically happens from a historical standpoint is people come out of the Christmas season and they're in debt. I call it the Christmas hangover, because you've gone and you've spent all this money and you've been on this emotional high. And then when it's all over and the new year comes in and you realize that you got to pay these credit card bills off, or you got to pay other bills that you utilize the money to buy gifts on, then, you find yourself in a state of being hung over from all of the shopping you did for Christmas. But when we begin to look at consumer behavior and spending trends as it relates to Black Friday alone, and we're not talking about the shopping that starts on Thanksgiving, because I was shocked that there's numbers related to Thanksgiving, but we have online shopping now. So a lot of people start shopping after they send the people home that have come over to their house for Thanksgiving, or after they're done with their dinner and they've cleaned up. Folks is going online and going shopping. But I'm not even talking about that shopping. I'm not talking about Small Business Saturday, and I'm not talking about Cyber Monday. Specifically on Black Friday, there are billions of dollars, and I'm talking about over $9 billion on a consistent basis that are spent during Black Friday. Even when we were in the middle of a pandemic, the sales did not go down. In fact, sales went up during the pandemic 2020, when we were all locked down. Sales went up on Black Friday. So historically, we see billions of dollars spent on Black Friday this year in 2023, and all of the numbers have not come out yet. But as it relates to online shopping only, there were $9.8 billion spent on Black Friday. And again, this is specifically for online shopping. All right. That is how much money that was spent. That does not include what they call point of sales, which is what you pay for at the cash register. Those sales as of yet have not been calculated, because of course they would need the receipts, the total of receipts from all of the various stores nationally. And it's going to take some time to collect all of that information. But in online sales, and if that is an indicator or an indication of what was spent totally, that is crazy. And then you all are wondering why I'm always saying that there's no shortage of wealth or resources in the planet Earth. That $9.8 billion tells you that there's no shortage of wealth and resources in the planet Earth. And so, as I mentioned earlier, when you think about these sales and these marketing ploys and the things that draw us into these stores and that draws us online, it's really a psychology game that they are playing. Retailers employ various strategies to capture our attention. Things like limited time offers, doorbuster deals, exclusive discounts, and they create a sense of urgency. Do you all remember, and I wished I was savvy enough, I'm going to get there, where I could pull the video up of in years past on Black Friday when all them people would be camped outside of Walmart. And then when the doors opened, people were rushing in, they were fighting, they were doing all kinds of crazy stuff, because there was this sense of urgency to get these items that were on sale. And they knew that there would only be like 10 items. Walmart would be advertising big screen TVs for like $150. And so you got thousands of people trying to get into Walmart to get the 10 TVs that they put on sale because all the TVs were not on sale. But it was a psychological ploy just to get you in the store, because once you got in the store, even if you didn't get the TV, even if you didn't get the laptop, since you're here, you're going to shop and buy more things. And so that is the psychology behind the Black Friday deals. It's like, get the people in the store and they're going to shop. But let me tell you something, that don't work for me. That don't work for J. Michelle, because what I'm not about to do is stand in no long line to save a few bucks, because my time is way more valuable than them few little bucks that I would save standing in line for a Black Friday sale. I will buy the stuff for regular price before I go stand in line. The only thing I would probably stand in line for is if they told me that they had a 2024 S-Class Mercedes that was money green like my Mercedes, and it was like $20,000. I might stand in line for that, but then again, I might be like, man, whatever. I will lease it and write it off on my taxes. But anyway, all right. And so, as I mentioned, $9.8 billion in online sales. And we're going to see this number as it relates to online sales continue to increase just because of the digital shift that we are in, related to the fact that people are very much into e-commerce. You have Amazon. Come Monday, them sales are really going to go up for Cyber Monday, which is completely focused on online sales and shopping. It's more convenient. Like people like me, I'm doing most of my shopping online this year. In fact, I started shopping. I think I did start shopping on Thanksgiving night for my grandchildren, and I ordered their stuff from Amazon because it's easy. It was convenient. It's like I was chilling. I had cooked all that food. I had about 15 people at my house. And so when they went home, I cleaned up my kitchen. And so my brain was still going. And so I was laying in my bed and I shopped. It was that easy. There's a lot of people who are more focused on convenience and comfort who would prefer to shop online. And so shopping digitally makes more sense to them. So listen, this is what I want to get to. I want to give you some tips, because here's facts. One thing about me is I'm never going to tell you not to spend your money. I'm not going to tell you that shopping on Black Friday is stupid. I'm not going to tell you that you shouldn't buy gifts for Christmas. I'm not going to tell you any of that. Specifically, if you are working, I wholeheartedly believe that you should be able to enjoy the fruit of your labor. However, you need to enjoy the fruit of your labor by ensuring that you are living within your means and not beyond your means. And so as you are out here shopping for Christmas, buying gifts for those you love, make sure that you have a budget. My husband and I have set a budget. We have 6 children, we have 4 grandchildren, and we have set a budget of spending a maximum of $100 per person. So that's $1,000 that we have identified as our Christmas budget. That is not a lot of money for us. However, Christmas is not about buying gifts for us. I mean, that's icing on the cake. We do it. We have children. And so we do it, to just because we like to give, we like to be nice, but it's not about that. So no, I'm not going out buying nobody no $600 game systems. Could I? Absolutely. But I'm not, because it's not that deep and it's not that serious. I'd rather get you a cash value life insurance policy, buy you some stocks, set up a bank account, do something, than be buying a $600 game system that's not going to help you in life and in your future. All right. So set a budget. It all begins with setting a budget. Determine how much money you can spend comfortably without straining your finances. This is very, very crucial, so you're not overspending, and so you're not out there swiping credit cards. And then when January the 15th comes, you got this big old credit card bill and you sitting up trying to figure out how you're going to pay it. then don't pay it. Now your credit is impacted. Now you're tripping because you don't have access to certain things, so on and so forth. All right, prioritize your shopping list. Don't just go aimlessly into stores to go seeing what they have. That is a trap. Make sure you have a shopping list and make sure you prioritize what you want to buy. Don't go aimlessly. Prioritize items to avoid impulse purchases that might derail your budget. Research and compare prices. Don't just buy the first thing that looks like it's a good price. When I tell you everybody is having sales, do your research. I'm in on the lookout for a vacuum cleaner. I need a new vacuum cleaner. I was on Amazon this morning looking for a vacuum cleaner to purchase for Cyber Monday. I saw one pop up. I looked at the reviews, I saw the price, but then there's other recommended vacuum cleaners that were similar. And so I'm doing some research to see which vacuum cleaner I want to buy, which one's the best deal, which one's going to fit my needs. You don't have to be impulsive as it relates to your shopping. Do your research and compare prices. Use cash or debit cards. That's, you know what? And I was reading my notes. See, I'm an honest person. I was reading some notes. I don't believe in that. Only if you don't have discipline. If you don't have discipline, you need to use cash. Do not use your debit card. Do you want to know why I say don't use your debit card? Don't use your debit card because you may end up spending into some of the money. That's your bill money or that's your grocery money. You need to go to the ATM, withdraw the money that you have to spend, and spend that money. Don't utilize your debit card. If you are a responsible spender, I actually recommend that you use your credit card because you'll get points, you get rewards, if you have the right kind of credit card. That's a lesson for another podcast, and I've probably talked about it before. Be mindful of online shopping. It's very, very convenient, but there also can be a lot of fees that are hidden, delivery fees, processing fees, all these different things. And so just be mindful of that and pay attention to what you're actually spending online. Then there's this thing called FOMO, right? Have you ever heard of FOMO? You don't want to get caught up with FOMO. And FOMO is the fear of missing out. That's exactly what they do with these Black Friday sales. Sometimes when, they make it seem like that there's limited products that are available, and then we end up going and we end up spending money because we think it's a once in a lifetime situation. It's very, very rare that something is a once in a lifetime situation as it relates to a gift that you're going to buy. I'm just going to be honest with you. So don't get caught up with the FOMO. All right. Then plan for Cyber Monday. Today is Cyber Monday. And you know what? Most likely there are better deals. I haven't been on yet, but there are going to be better deals today than there were on Black Friday. Keep that in mind next year as you begin to do your shopping. Cyber Monday is always way better than Black Friday, and you're not stuck in the crowds looking for parking spaces and all of that other stuff. Then I want you to just make sure you're reflecting on your purchases and why you're purchasing them. It's so important that, you don't get caught up buying things to please people. If it's a gift that you got to buy your kids to make them happy with you, to feel loved, that's not okay. Christmas should be about family. For me, as a believer, Christmas for us is celebrating the birth of Christ. We are acknowledging and recognizing, we understand Jesus wasn't born on December the 25th, but that is the time that we recognize the birth of Jesus Christ. And in that, as we share the story of his birth and we share the story of the gifts that were brought to him when he was born, we also give gifts to those who we love. But we don't go all crazy in buying stuff because, again, for us, it's not about that. I'm not saying that you have to be like us, but what I'm saying is really begin to reflect on the purchases that you're making. And nothing is worth going in debt over. Your kids will be okay. If you can't afford a $700 game system, don't buy them a $700 game system. And I don't care what the circumstances are, because I know that there are some parents that make ridiculous purchases because of certain circumstances. It's not a good lesson for the children. So listen, speaking of Black Friday, I want to share with you my Black Friday offer. On Saturday, I did a free webinar for people who signed up, and I made them a offer that they could not refuse, because this is an amazing offer. I have given a discount of 60% on my Financial Foundations flagship coaching program. This is a 4-week coaching program where you get to work one-on-one with me. This is not a pre-recorded coaching program, a do-it-yourself coaching program, but this is a 4-week coaching program that I offer, where I will walk you through how to actually creating a financial strategy, a debt elimination strategy, help you identify different areas of your finances that need to be, addressed, so on and so forth. But really the goal is, in the end, you're going to walk away with a comprehensive financial strategy. If you have debt, a debt elimination strategy. And this will be the roadmap to get you to where you need to be financially free and to build wealth. And that looks like even identifying investment opportunities, all of those different things. This is a very comprehensive program for Black Friday. And I'm telling you, this is something that I can't believe that I'm offering already. The 60% off is a steal. But I'm also going to be, for those of you who purchase this particular special, I'm also going to throw in a pre-course that deals with money mindset, creating a money mindset. Along with that, you will receive a copy of my ebook that deals with money mindset. I have not even released this ebook yet, but for those of you who sign up for the Financial Foundations coaching program, you will receive the course and the ebook free of charge for only $1,000. I'm also going to throw in 2 additional check-ins. So we will have the 4 weeks of coaching, which will start in January. And then in June, we will check in June, July. We will check in to see how you are doing with your strategy. If you have a need for a debt elimination strategy, and we take care of that for you, we're going to check in on that at the 6-month point. And then I'm also going to check in with you at the end of the year. The QR code is on the screen. You don't want to miss out on this. This will be available until midnight Tuesday. So that's actually midnight, because midnight Tuesday is midnight. We be thinking sometimes that midnight Tuesday is actually midnight Wednesday. No. After the clock strikes 11:59 tonight and it goes to 12, this sale will be over. And I am only taking 10 people for this special. So there is a limit on the number of people who can purchase this amazing deal that was originally $2,500. just for the 4 weeks of coaching, which of course did come with the comprehensive financial strategy and debt elimination strategy. I'm going to put this up there one more time. To give you an opportunity to take a picture, screenshot, do whatever you need to do, but you want to start your year off right. And if you feel like you don't need it, this would be a wonderful gift for one of your young adult children, your young adult grandchildren. This would be an amazing gift for them. So oftentimes we wait until January to start setting financial goals and doing all these different things, these resolutions. Now is the time to start thinking about your goals and your future. It's time to stop putting things off. All right. Okay, listen, I am still pushing my Let's Get Covered campaign. I am on a mission, y'all. I am on a mission to get 300 people covered in 2024. 300 people. That is not a ridiculous goal. But listen, to get 300 more people covered with life insurance is a big deal for me because I am so saddened and frustrated with the continuous posting of GoFundMe campaigns because we are so much better than that. It's unnecessary. And beyond the death benefit, there's so many other benefits to having life insurance. So if you want to be a part of that campaign, I need you to go ahead and email me. My email information is below, I believe. If it's not, it is Jonte at jmichelle.com. In fact, let me do that. Jonte at jmichelle.com. Thank you so much for joining me on today's Money Monday. Listen, I hope you have liked and shared this podcast on your social media platforms. If you have not already done it, please do so, because here's the thing. You may come on here and you may feel like you got it all together. You may feel like you don't need what I have. But guess what? Somebody you know needs all this wisdom. They need this advice and they need this coaching. So go ahead and like and share this broadcast. Thank you all so much for tuning in to today's Money Monday. And I will see you next week. Happy Christmas shopping.